Boha, we are here. New episode of the Off Balance. We are in the Jersey basement where we're sleeping tonight. Yeah, as opposed to the Jersey living room where we could get interrupted by some unexpected Fortnite action. Barking. Trish, just bringing in some homies or something. Never know. It's cool. I mean, we love having homies over, but you just, no, it's sick.
Yeah, it's great.
But, we just want to make sure we have least amount of interruption possible. There might be a couple of sound interceptions.
If anyone flushes at any point in any part of the house, we will be notified via the pipe system.
Yeah.
To our left.
Yeah. Via the pipe system to our left. Just see it as, spa music, background.
Waterfall helps you sleep.
Good for your mind.
Yeah. Some nasty water flushing down the toilets.
Yeah.
All right, so we're here to break down.
So we're here to talk
about the wrist lock heard around the world.
The wrist lock around the world. Hey, you brought it up, man.
Hey, we had to break the ice.
We had to break the.
So me and Taz had to break the ice. Had to break the wrist.
Man.
So me and Taz had just competed at the on opposite sides at the BJJ Fanatics 8-man tournament where Gordon faced Pat Downey in a freestyle wrestling match and a jiu-jitsu match where you're not allowed to pull guard or something. I don't really know the full rule set, but it was a crossover match of some sort.
Yeah, some sort of crossover. Funny enough, Gordon had a certain game plan in mind. He kind of told me what he wanted to do. He's like, I wanna make sure I don't get scored on an 80cc rules against the wrestler.
Which he did, right?
I mean, he didn't get scored on 80cc
rules. He did not get scored.
He didn't get scored on.
No.
On the contrary, Gordon scored on him.
Right.
But anyways, yeah, there was that match. There was the freestyle match, and we had a lineup, pretty sick bracket, to be honest. Like, if you look at the names that were in there, they were all pretty decent.
So we got
PJ Barch,
John Combs, Johnny Tama, Janatas Gracie, me and you, John Fiore,
Nick Fiore.
Nick Fiore, sorry.
Fiore.
And Nick Fury, yeah, and who's the
Gonzaga? Gonzaga. So, anyways, either one of these guys, for the listeners, these are
world champions, killers,
world champions, experienced guys that have won some major competition at some point, and they're all, very experienced and tough. So, somehow, Ethan and myself made it to the finals.
The two brown belts. One of whom is 100 pounds lighter than everyone.
Yeah, you jumped up a weight class, so that was pretty sick. You had some fucking wars.
Oh my god,
the first one, man.
I still feel it today. What are we? 2 days? 2 days later? Yeah,
2 days.
Sunday, Monday. It's today, Monday.
Yeah. What's it called? Nick Fiore often comes down to Henzo's to train. I didn't know he was that good. I had no idea, man.
Yeah, I trained with him a while ago, like a few months ago, and we had like a crazy round in the gym. It was really sick. He's a cool guy. We met back then. I haven't seen him since, but I knew it was going to be tough. I knew this is one of those guys that, is not super big in the jiu-jitsu world, but he, he's focused on MMA. He's been killing all the guys he's fought in MMA. Rear naked choking them in the first round, every time. It's insane. But,
that's insane. Oh, he wins by
a lot. And he's good. I knew it was going to be good. I knew it was going to be tough. So I wasn't surprised with how the match went. He basically passed my guard at one point, and then he mounted me and I escaped. And then the rest was pretty much just sweep for sweep. I was in his closed guard a lot. And then, over time we went back and forth. We both chose back both times. And I won, I think, 13 seconds worth of ride time.
Dude, it was
a war.
Nerve-wracking for Placido and myself. We were watching. We're because we know both of you. It's super fun. So we're there. In overtime, they had 3 guys. BJJ Fanatics had 3 guys with watches and an app, and it's going in an Excel file to make sure when you stop, the seconds go in and everything. And I was doing the math and
crunching the numbers.
Dude, by 12 seconds.
I look over after they stand us up and they're adding up the time. And I'm in my mind, I don't know why I thought I lost. I thought he beat me by, a few seconds. It just felt longer to have someone on your back than to be on someone's back. I don't know. It felt longer for him. And then I see Taza in the background, and he's like, you won. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I can't believe it. Yeah, he spoiled it.
Spoiled it. It was a sick match. You guys, it's on Fight TV. You guys can get the event on Fight TV. It's $20 of really good jiu-jitsu. It's going to be on BJJ Fanatics in 2 weeks.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah, on their YouTube channel.
Free.
Yeah.
So you guys can watch our matches for free. Just type in our names. They're probably going to have the matches, cut up so you guys can watch them. And we had some good jiu-jitsu. We're going to, while it's still fresh, probably break it down and make some adjustments for third coast that's coming up. So we have 1 week now to, any injuries to taper off a bit and then get back right into the gym. You have a match versus Gio Martinez, myself against Sergio Tullio. So, for the listeners wondering what it's like to have 2 comps back to back, what do you like to do after a competition like the Fanatics? Especially, now, let's take a couple of factors in mind. You didn't have to cut weight, right?
Yeah.
Did you have any injuries coming in?
Bumps and bruises here and there. Nothing like, career threatening or anything. But yeah, I have to let myself heal for sure.
Yeah. So what do you take maybe a day, 2 days?
So yeah, definitely. We both took yesterday off. We didn't
traveling.
Yeah, traveling.
Traveling takes out, man.
Traveling is a day of rest.
It's taxing.
For sure.
It's taxing.
No matter
taxing
what.
For sure.
So yeah, Sunday I didn't train. Today, Monday, I trained, but nothing crazy. Around just to sort of break a sweat, get back into it. And yeah, I'm gonna sort of ramp it up until I'm comfortable, till my body's good, and then I can get back into it before I taper off for the Geo match.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Myself. So here's what I did for Fanatics. I was cutting weight, which means I had to keep the volume of training pretty high while cutting weight, sweat, calories, and then instead of biking, I was like, man, this is ridiculous. I have to cut weight, which is, it depends at what point, which stage of the weight cut we're talking about. If it's further out, I like it. It keeps me disciplined, save on money.
Yeah.
It's one thing less I have to worry about. But when you get
closer and closer, those
you're
pounds
like,
start to come off.
Fuck weight cutting. This
I want to
is
eat.
Bullshit. My legs felt weak. So going into the competition, I was like, I can't wait for this to pass so I can take like some time because
build up your legs.
Because you start to feel like, for me personally at least, I know you had an injury. For me personally, I could remember at what point of the post-operation I felt like this. And it was like around 8-9 months. It was like going back. So now I kind of have to like regain that strength to ramp it back up. But that's, listen, if I wanted to get back into it strong today, I think I'd have to be juicing. Like directly. Go right back into it with weight cutting, I'm talking.
With weight cutting.
Weight cutting.
Without weight cutting, you have a lot of water in your system and you're still well fed and everything. You're good to go.
Everything. So for now, until the middle of the week, I'm gonna do one light session and one, weightlifting session, rehab session.
I surprise yourself. Sometimes you bounce back faster than you think,
But that's what I say. I mean, I'm probably not gonna.
Yeah, you're probably gonna come on. You say that now.
You're 3 sessions tomorrow.
You're gonna be going balls to the wall tomorrow with Gordon or something.
Yeah. It's hard not to, man. That's the thing.
It is really hard not to. That's a big.
For us, point. It's like it's harder for us to not train. We've discussed about that. I've talked about that with PO. It's harder to not.
It's stressful not to train because, especially when you're competing, because you know the other guy's probably training.
Yeah.
So
I hear you. It is one thing to compare yourself with others, but then it's also good to look at how you feel, what you think is better for you, and then to make
professional athlete decisions.
I mean, look at things in what's it called, like a long-term vision too. Like
the thing of competing makes you think sort of short-term.
It does.
Like it makes you think like you have to peak for this day, and nothing else matters.
That's a good point because it's not even the short days, short years. We have a window, as athletes that are competing.
That's true,
There's a window. Like how hard do you want to? How much commitment are you willing to make? Like how much?
You have to do everything you can in that window. So anything you don't do in that window, that's it.
Some people take some extreme measures. You and I haven't yet. I know for a fact. We haven't taken the extreme.
The plunge. The juice plunge. The juice cleanse.
The core. What's it called?
What?
Whatever, the acai juice shop, fucking
Pliables.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, man.
So, anyways, we're gonna get back in it. There's Third Coast coming up. Super excited for that one. And then, dude, you know what's awesome about grappling nowadays is there's too many things going on. Like the day of the comp, it was great. I had Grapple Fest playing.
Yeah, that day in the hotel I was watching Grapple Fest.
I was watching sick grappling right before I have to compete.
Yeah.
It was sick, man.
It's cool.
Really liked it. They had some good matches. There was the Rotolos. Cade went up against Ash Williams. What do you
Sick
think?
match.
Your
Oh
weight
my
class. What do
God.
you think, man?
Beautiful match. Cade is such a good competitor. He's super scrappy,
Mm-hmm.
has good attacks, good wrestler, good guard and top game.
Mhm.
You know, he's fun to watch above all. He hit the nicest, like, flying darts to a north-south guard pass. It was so cool. It was fun to watch. So
Yeah, it was a sick match, man.
Ash,
I was surprised.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought it was going to be a little, like, it was closer. I thought it was going to be closer.
Mhm.
But, yeah, Cade was attacking the entire time.
Yeah.
Ash seemed to be, on the back foot pretty much the whole time.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get a rematch with Ash since
Mhm.
my loss to him at Polaris.
Okay.
It was close, my match with him. But
What adjustments would you make? Let's say Ash he has the exact same strategy. He's gonna do the exact same thing. If you have to
Mhm.
face that Ash, what adjustments would you make?
I would want to start faster. So I feel like I'm a slow starter. And I think if I start fast, I
Mhm.
could have done a lot better. I would have been sort of ready to go. And he got a really good offensive move. Like he passed briefly in the first, I think they're divided into 3.
Yeah.
Right. 3 5-minute segments. So he definitely won the first segment. And it sort of put me on the back foot, like mentally, maybe throughout the rest of the match. And I think, I don't know, I just didn't like that. I always want to be sort of attacking the whole time, and I wasn't doing that.
Is that something you also would like to adjust for the competition that just went down on the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I think I did okay this weekend. So in terms of adjusting for that, I think I'm doing better with that. Like the first match, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know what the best answer for me is. Like starting faster is maybe going to help. Okay.
Mhm.
It could be. I'll have to like play around with that. Like for upcoming the Geo match, like, should I start really like go hard right away? I don't really know. Maybe it's just not my style. Like
It's a good
to do that.
It's a good question to bring up because
It's good to maybe surprise a guy like that. Like if you're a quick starter, that's a big advantage. How do you make yourself a quick starter? Like what is that? Like Nicky Rod, for example, goes like 100% for the entire time.
Does he?
I don't know. Am I wrong? Did he gas out?
I was chatting with
Nicky Rod?
No, with Joe from Fanatics.
Yeah.
Moranguinho. And we were, man, by the way, these guys are so easy to work with.
The easiest in Jiu-Jitsu, like unbelievable, man.
So easy and smooth. Everything is done so simply, and then communication well done. Anyways, so I was talking to him about styles and everything, and I was telling him, remember we were talking after the quintet, we were like, yeah, me, it's pacing myself. Right. I need to work on pacing myself because me, it's like I go, and then I crash.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the rest of the match, the guys can easily avoid me because I don't have the juice to go after them anymore. And then I was like, I'm trying to take the same approach as Gordon a bit more, slow it down and then keep a steady pace. And then I worked on that at the gym, man. Like this is what I would tell myself walking into training. I want to work on keeping a pace and not getting too emotional when you're rolling. Just keep the same pace. Oh, defense, okay, keep doing boom, boom, step after step. Now, if you look at Nick Rod when he's passing, he's not always like accelerating pedal to the metal. See him passing, he's like on a knee.
Yeah, and then he sort of backs up for a second, then like a 10-second sort of sprint, and then he chills a little bit.
Sees a window,
Yeah.
Boom, goes for it. And then there's that too. There's like
there's pros and cons to both.
We're different.
Yeah.
Right? That's why it's an art.
Yeah.
Depending on you,
Styles.
your personality, your body type, the skills you attack, I attack. We don't attack the same things. Your matches, there was a lot of you trying to take the back.
Yeah.
Me was I had one game plan going in. I stuck to it.
Yeah.
Even with you knowing that you know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And defend it. Let's talk about that. Like we had a match.
Yeah.
It was like people came up to me, yo, have a real match. We even heard it in the crowd.
Yeah. It was a real match.
It was
for
a real
sure,
match.
For the record. It was definitely a real
For
match.
the record, Ethan and I, if you guys want to know, we split the money. By the way, I gotta send you that other half.
Yeah, still waiting. I'm still trying
Still
to pay
waiting.
my bills.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
I'm gonna send it to him dollar by dollar.
Yeah.
Every day on dollar.
But there's a fee on it too, so he's gonna end up paying more.
I'm gonna pay you in Subway coupons actually.
Oh, that's fine.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah. But wait,
So
what was I saying?
our match. So
Oh, yeah, our match.
We're both slow starters.
Yeah.
So it was super weird. First of all, I've faced teammates before, but never a teammate that I've been with since day one. Like
Yeah.
we have warmed up for how many tournaments? We've shared hotels and rides and this and that. So like
So much shit. Spooning.
yeah, unfortunately.
So
breathing in
anyways.
each other's farts. And
Yeah.
brutal.
I gave
We'll
it.
get to that later.
We'll get to that. So anyways, it was a good match. I mean, it felt like a gym roll, to be honest.
Felt like
And then,
that tough general. Yeah.
all our rolls are the same. They start off at this pace and they build up, and then had the match been longer, it would have built up even more.
Yeah.
And honestly, in OT, I felt you were tired.
I was exhausted, man.
When you had my back, I was like, I felt your back control be tighter before.
Yeah.
I know it could be a lot tighter.
Yeah, my arms are still burnt out today from that first match.
Even having your back, I was like, Ethan usually I have a harder time holding your back.
Yeah, it felt.
So the fatigue factor definitely played. I feel for you.
Hey, it's part of it. That's going up a weight class. That's what I have to deal with. It's
Big
part of
time.
it,
Yeah, definitely. What's it called? Yeah, people enjoy. I feel like we got some good feedback from our match. People enjoyed it.
Yeah,
And it was fun, man, closing it out with you.
that's perfect.
Of all people in that bracket.
Couldn't have gone better.
I think it was a good warm up for the comp coming up.
Yeah,
Good money.
Both our matches.
Yeah.
Both our matches coming up in March.
Yeah.
Are not as much of a challenge as the guys we faced. I feel like the guys in this tournament are probably better than our opponents. I don't know.
Yeah, for me.
No offense to our not talking shit here, but I don't know. I feel like the guys in that bracket are that was a stacked bracket. That's insane.
Like, listen, the match with PJ, I've been
overdue.
Watching PJ's matches for so long.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know, it was a match I was looking forward to, but also like it makes you, when you think of something for so long, like when it actually happens, it's like when you wait for an ADCC for 2 years,
And it goes by so fast.
and then you're like, fuck,
It's here.
it's coming. Some people like freak out, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, that's the match, that
Yeah.
I've been waiting for. And then John, same thing. I mean, seeing him fucking kill it. So I was like, that match.
Yeah.
And I was asking for promoters for that match.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, I'm going to look stupid if I don't win this.
Yeah.
Asking for the match, and then I get it without even like really
Anything.
asking for it.
Yeah,
And then I fucking get my ass kicked. So I had to step it up.
It's
a
stressful.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but listen, stylistically speaking, PJ and Sergio kind of have certain similarities, different style, but they're both strong.
Mhm.
Big guys, big boys.
Sergio's bigger, actually.
Sergio's bigger.
Yeah, it's going to be a bigger.
Yeah.
You could eat more. Some pizza.
Eat more, prepare more. Oh yeah, New York Supreme Pizza. I've been walking past that restaurant for the past 2 weeks, but it won't be the case. I'll be stopping there. It'll be my post-workout
Oh, yeah.
meal instead of eating eggs,
Boiled eggs and spinach.
boiled eggs, and sweet potatoes.
Good. Less farts. And
Dude,
same thing for me. You were saying with PJ. Same thing with Gio for me. I've been watching Gio forever.
Sick.
Forever. It's the same. It's the same thing.
You're looking forward to that match too?
I wish, honestly, for like weeks, I was like, I would have that match tonight. Like, I wish, I wish to have that match this weekend, tonight, whatever. So it's finally like right around the corner, and like I want, like you're saying, like it's like a little ADCC feeling. Like, it's gonna come by, and
I hear you.
Better be ready.
You know what's good about these matches? So when I face Canudo, for like, if we look at it, you and I, we've been competing for relatively the same amount of time.
Yeah.
I can say that we have experience, but we don't have as much experience as the guys that are in the bracket at ADCC.
No, it's another thing about being a black belt is they've been competing versus other black belts
for a while.
Yeah. We don't do that.
But not just in terms of like belt rank. I'm talking about time actually doing this.
That's true. Yeah.
So you go through time, and then the more you face these guys, the more you're used to it, the more you're comfortable, the less you're thinking, oh fuck, it's this guy in front of me, I'm competing against him. that split second it's taking you to think about that, he's thinking of other things.
Yeah.
He's fucking looking at this step you're taking. He's looking
Just
at
maybe
this
makes
grip.
you respect them a little too much.
Too much, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good to get these matches versus these names, regardless of the result. Because I feel like in our position, we should be taking everything. We have so little to lose, man.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
So much to gain.
so much to gain, and then for a specific goal that we have in mind, right?
ADCC.
Exactly. There you go. And then it just puts you, it gives you that
Just makes you better
experience.
prepared for it.
Yeah.
A year
Now,
from now.
I'm kind of pushing it a little bit too far in one direction. I'm going too much submission only, and I'm like not thinking of.
The first half is submission only.
But again, training at Henzo's, like we have a round of single legs.
Yeah, we're doing everything.
I have to wrestle every day.
Yeah, exactly.
We start single legs. I'm like, all right, stand up, wrestle.
Okay.
You know, Nikki will come up with something. I'll listen to you guys sometimes talk about the counters you're doing.
Yeah.
And just looking over, I'm like, oh, I just learned something cool.
Mhm.
And I like, just by looking over and listening to what they're saying. I feel like most of the things that I learned at Henzo's are obviously during class when John shows shit,
Yeah.
but also after.
Yeah,
After
when
training.
they start breaking down, and you're really more awake.
Yeah.
Once you got out your training and you're breathing heavy and you're sweaty and
Yeah.
there's more room, and then we all kind of get together and we troubleshoot stuff that's working. And it's specific to what we've all been doing. Like it's stuff that goes wrong that maybe goes wrong for you too, and you didn't address that problem
Yeah.
because there's 100 other problems.
Yeah.
But like
Every day, man.
yeah,
I try to.
there's something.
I try every day in training when I'm walking out. All right, what's the one thing that? What's the step forward that I took
Yeah.
today? What's that new little thing that?
Yeah.
What's that new understanding
It
that I
feels
have?
so good when that one new thing starts to come out in your
Mhm.
roles like
Yeah.
days or weeks later.
Oh yeah.
That's the most satisfying.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. The
What's
more,
been your thing that sort of broke out recently? Like catching the heel or something? Or
I would say 50-50.
oh, yeah, 50-50.
Been working a lot from there, and then just understanding certain things about the knee line, certain things about having your knee in a certain position, that 80-20 position.
Yeah,
A couple of things from there are starting to like make a lot
Starting
more
to
sense.
click.
And I'm becoming a lot more comfortable being in that position because I didn't used to play a lot of
Mhm.
50-50. I played more saddle because I was like, oh, my feet are safe. But
50-50 can get you there. They're both offensive leg locks.
you can switch from one to the other. I didn't know that. So being at Henzo's the past couple of weeks, that's the main thing that I've been, like working on. And then now this week I'm gonna go back to Sarah's. And then there are a couple of things I want to work on, like switching from saddle to 50-50 or vice versa. Getting a little bit more comfortable doing that, or that 80-20, or that, the far side triangle, far hip ashi, or I don't know how they call it.
Rebashi. I don't know.
Outside Senkaku.
Yeah.
Thing that Lachlan's been doing.
Yeah.
Anyways, all these positions, they fit well in my game, and I'm like just discovering this whole new so I'm just
realm
playing
of
leg
leg
locks a lot
yeah.
more now, and I'm enjoying it a lot more. And then you stick to the game plan that you really like, man.
Especially for that type of tournament. The points
Exactly.
don't matter, man. They're
No
always
fucking-
yeah.
No fucking restrictions. That's the way it should be. One thing I keep
like that,
telling
yeah.
myself, man, like these comms that don't allow heel hooks, like I don't get it. I don't understand.
It's so I
It's-
really the longer we do this, the more I don't want to do like IBJF tournaments.
Stone Age, man.
Yeah,
it's like look at your foot. There's a heel. You have toes. Why take this
Why
out?
not?
It's part
Yeah.
of your foot, man.
It's such a big tool, man.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, for me at least. Big things coming up. Big changes coming up for us. Nikki's moving in. We gotta find out what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we gotta. Everything's sort of being kicked up in the air. We'll see where the dust settles. We'll see where.
So we're right now. We are in the Jersey basement, which
This
is
has been like the training camp routine for what, 2 years now?
for a long time. I
Yeah,
love it.
it
I'm
feels-
gonna miss it for real, man.
It's easy. It's affordable.
Yes, but things are about to change.
Yeah.
Nikki's gonna move in closer. Trish is about to dip to Florida,
Yep.
and we gotta look for places. So we're on the hunt for apartments, either somewhere in New York,
Yeah.
somewhere in New Jersey. But we gotta make that commitment, make that move.
Make that jump.
You know what? I think this will make us better, man. This kind
Yeah,
of
make us more responsible.
more responsible, more
Yeah.
planned, more calculated with what we do.
Yeah.
If we get a place, same place, or we each get a different, separate place, we gotta
Whatever it
start
is.
planning properly. You gotta think ahead and everything. So I think it's a good step.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's good to have that, that far from ADCC. or that far from the
So we
major
just settle
concept.
in and then
Settle
sort
in.
of stick
And
to
then,
the same thing for
man,
a while. Yeah.
the routine, being here, feeling home, woo, sky's the limit, my friend.
Yeah. Imagine we had Henzo's in Montreal with TriStar.
With every, like...
With everything.
Everything. With still the guys from TriStar, because...
Yeah, exactly. With everyone.
Yeah. You train at TriStar, you train at Henzo's, you're getting excellent training, but you're working on different things.
They're different.
I think.
Training partners are different. Yeah.
Training parts are different.
And the whole routine is different.
Very different.
Yeah.
So I think, personally, for myself, to be preparing for submission only, to be preparing for super fights, even ADCC, I think the improvement rate will be a lot faster here.
Yeah.
And then we'll go and level them up afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the plan for us. Definitely moving in a bit closer, and then we'll see where we go from there. Anything else, my friend?
Yeah. No, I don't know. That's about it. That wraps it up, man.
Yeah, that wraps it up.
Yeah.
That's making us think right now. Like, fuck, what are we gonna do?
Yeah. Is that an adequate breakdown of the BJJ Fanatics tournament?
Yeah. I mean, my matches, like I said, I stuck to the game plan. I was going after the heels.
2 subs, so submission PJ, submission Combs.
Submission PJ, submission Combs.
Overtime in ride time, and then overtime rear naked choke on Juventus.
Insane matches, honestly. I can't wait for them to be out on YouTube so we can start sharing them and everything. But, Fanatics are doing an excellent, doing us a great favor, man. Giving us a platform to compete on, having these big names, man, like,
Can't get any better.
Insane. I'm glad you actually did it. At first, I was like, oh, fuck, 8-man, teammate. But then when I thought about it, I'm like, fuck, if we can break it, like, close it out.
You close it out, that's big. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Good for, like, even the team,
Yeah, it's good for all of us.
It was sick having John there cornering.
Yeah.
Gordon cornering.
Yeah.
Such good corners, man.
The best. It's like they play a video game and you're the character.
Yeah.
They're so precise.
You know what, though? Like, one thing that I noticed with John, when he's cornering, he'll say something once. If you say it once, it's an option. Look at it, it's there.
Yeah.
If he says it twice, like, it means like
it's like it's obviously open. He's open
and it's gonna open things up.
Yeah.
At some point, I baited the back for PJ to Granby and go to the legs, and then he came up to the back, and then was going to the back. I was like, fuck, now I gotta start defending my back. He's coming up to my back.
Yeah.
So, I frame, I thumb post everything. John is like, there's a Kimura. I go for the Kimura, but PJ's strong as fuck. If I try to go for that Kimura, I'm going to get my back taken. Yeah. But it made PJ react, and that's what opened up the legs. Mm-hmm. And then
that led to the finish.
Yeah, that led to me pulling one leg in, and then from there, I don't really know what I did. I'd have to go look at it. Breakdown is coming. We're going to do breakdowns of our own matches.
Yeah.
We just got to figure out our Jamie in Montreal, Val's got to explain to me how to do it, and then we'll be able to break down on the fly. Ethan will break down his sick matches too. Mm-hmm. And that's about it. John Combs, man, I mean, I knew he was tough when the match started. I was like, oof, okay. Like, he moves well.
Felt strong.
He's in and out very fast. Strong, athletic, very good defense. It's got heart. Like, when I got the heel the first time, I was like, all right, that's it. He spun out of it. That breaks you mentally. Yeah, that's the thing with leg locks, man. It's
but you could break him down. Like, you could wear, you felt
the thing. You
felt it was closer. You're like, oh, it's still early. I got time. Like, oh,
yeah,
it's a good feeling too.
There's that
pros and cons.
But then it's like
I just threw my best attack.
High risk because I'm like squeezing everything. I'm bridging. I'm going for it. In my mind, that's it. The finish line. And then when they escape, you're all the way back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Restart.
Yeah, it's
and
fun,
he knows you're good at that, so he's gonna be more careful next time.
Now even more. Now next opponent, what happens when you compete and you do something in a competition? Well, they're aware of it. Okay, so now I gotta start fucking playing other things.
Luckily, I didn't really do much, so there's not much for anyone to prepare for.
Least amount of information exchange. But that's another thing if you think about it. Like, does that mean we gotta like compete, stop, work on new stuff, disappear a bit, come back?
Nah, I think the benefit of competing more is, for sure, it outweighs the benefit of them seeing you compete.
I hear you. I think so too. I think
you're gonna improve more than they're gonna like prepare for you.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true. Plus, listen, if people are gonna see what my game is and defend for it and become better at it, it's gonna make me better.
There you go.
So bring it. You know what I mean? You want to know what my game is? Fine. I'm just gonna figure something else out. That's it.
Bring the fire.
Bring it out. And guess what? I've been having to deal with Gordon for the past I don't know how many years. Gordon, here's the thing. I'll go disappear for a couple of months, come back, and work on one thing and almost catch him with it.
And
then he figures it out. And then I can't even set it up, so now I have to figure something else out. Now he has 4 more answers for it, and now fuck, we can't even.
It's too late for anything.
It's crazy rounds with him, man. It doesn't even make sense. But yeah, that's about it, I think.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we're gonna do a proper breakdown with little sequences here, like the finish here, the finish there.
That'd be cool. Like what we were thinking, what we were going for.
What was going through, in our minds and things like that. But yeah, I mean, listen, we're gonna do this more often. Talk about the lessons learned from the competitions, what's coming up, what's happening with us, breakdowns. We'll try to keep you guys in the loop. Before we wrap it up, I want to start giving some shout outs. Thank the sponsors. Let's start with you. You go first.
We got Jiu-Jitsu, Roll Forever. That's about it for me, my friend.
All right.
Rodolfo, the legend.
Yeah. So on to the support part of the podcast. Like Ethan said, guys, check out Jiu-Jitsu. Check out
Roll Forever.
Roll Forever.
Can Roll Forever, man.
Yeah, Roll Forever, one of our main sponsors. Been supporting so much. Gets things done. Big things to come for the company Roll Forever itself. Stay tuned. Website opening up soon. Next up, I want to thank Scramble, one of my main sponsors too. Listen, guys, Scramble basically, if you want to link it to something else, like I always say, link it with quality. You buy something once, you're not gonna have to buy it unless you lose it or give it to somebody. So yeah, check them out. I want to thank Mizu Studio. I miss you guys back home. Valerio, Zhenya, the kids, Pio, Gia, everybody. I miss you guys. Family run business. Check them out. Great jiu-jitsu. Gi, no gi, sick vibe, cool neighborhood. Clean. Gets cleaner. It by the end of training,
you're cleaner than when you got there.
Physiomentum. If you're in Montreal passing by and you heard, or do you live in Montreal yourself, they're expanding. They're opening a new clinique basically they're in the West Island. They're opening one up north, down south, and in the east. So
oh wow,
no excuses. Check them out. Physiomentum.
Fix your body.
Fix your body. Look after it. And you will learn a lot with each and every physio session. Ask good questions. Try to learn when you go there. Who am I forgetting? I don't know. I think wrapped it up pretty much.
That's about it. Yeah,
that's about it. I want to thank other sponsors. BJJ Fanatics, once again. Thank you for having us under the gi. Thank you for the help. Parabellum Quintet. Thank you guys for the support as well. That's about it, guys. Make sure to let your buddies know what's going on here with the Off Balance podcast. Very happy to have Ethan on the regular. Come down, talk shit.
Next one,
get wristlocks.
Texas.
Yeah,
get wristlock.
Follow, subscribe, share. Facebook, YouTube, us on Instagram. Ethan, you can find him on
Instagram. That's about it.
Yeah. But what's your?
It's just my name. It's impossible to spell. I think we went over this last time.
Did we?
Instagram.
Don't go to Instagram. Come to me instead.
No.
Taza Garami.
Mine's way better.
Mine's got swag, style.
Mine's way better, bro. Look, let's compare. Come on.
Ethan Crelinsten. Check him out on Ethan Crelinsten. You can hit me up on Taza Garami. Roll Forever. You can hit me up on Scramble Canada. Hit us up on Mizu. You guys that got any questions? Anything else, Ethan?
I think that's it. That's all I got.
That's all we got, guys, for this time. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, safe in it.
Safe blood.